Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Mass Effect 2. Last time, well, I think we finally got Commander Shepard a little bit sorted out. We've got a few team members, we've got some upgrades going on, things are starting to look a little bit better. And today I want to get, in fact, another new team member. Today, we are going after our first dedicated biotic. So, over to the Hourglass Nebula, time to recruit the Convict. So there we are, the prison ship Purgatory there, where we need to recruit our convicts. In fact, I think actually, literally every single person you recruit is located in kind of the same little system, the same little kind of planetary cluster, whatever this thing is called, as the mass relay system. I can't remember, like, when you're recruiting someone, if you ever actually have to go outside of the first system to elsewhere in that sector. I genuinely can't remember. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to very quickly look around the whole sector and see if there's anything else interesting before we get to the Purgatory. Worthy of note, the planet right next to the Purgatory, the ship where you actually pick up Jack, is in fact an element 0 source, so may well be worth doing some mining there just before you pick up Jack. Not only does Jack herself as a biotic, her upgrades will be requiring some element 0. Okay, one thing found. So over in Hourglass up here in Fire, the very furthest north little sector you don't need to go to, over here in Daratar, there is indeed an anomaly. Let's see what we've got going on here. Other than a planet that does actually deliver element 0, which is very, very nice as well. Ah, a Cerberus hotspot detected. Okay, this is a location that actually Aria would give you after you've completed Archangel if you do a couple of little extra sub-objectives that work in her favour. However, there's nothing to stop you just going and finding it early. It is still there. It is not automatically generated at the point Aria gives it to you. It's always there. So, alright, let's give this a go. Oh, this is quite difficult if I recall correctly. Let's give it a go anyway. So, no reason not to let Zaid have his first proper run out against some real competition, and Miranda too. And we'll give the missile launcher a run out rather than the Avalanche. I feel like the Avalanche isn't necessarily well suited to taking on big robots, which is, if I'm recalling correctly, what we're going up against. Because if I recall correctly, what's going to go on here is basically, yes indeed, there are 3 big robots and they're going to start destroying crates because they'd rather see them destroyed than fall into Cerberus' hands, which means I've got to take out the robots as quickly as possible. Taking out the robots in and of itself is not the easiest thing in the world, mind. Neither apparently is getting down a small slope. So yes, 20 crates remaining. The more crates that survive, the better I do. There you go, draw some attention. The more crates that survive, the more money or resources, I can't remember what it is, I get at the end of this. There indeed are the people fleeing the location. Yeah, rather odd they'd see literally everything burnt to the ground rather than fall into Cerberus' hands. These guys must really, really hate Cerberus, which is odd because they're mercs, who have technically got nothing against Cerberus whatsoever. They just, you know, are mercenary, and the least mercenary thing I could think of doing would be, you know, burning literally everything you own to the ground. Why not just say, hey, try and take out Cerberus? That might be a better idea, then maybe we don't need to lose any of it. This way they are guaranteed to lose literally everything. Either their own robots destroying it or Cerberus claiming it. There's no way they win. But never mind, eh? So yes, 3 robots. At the moment you draw the robots' attention, they'll turn their attention to you. Those robots, there's one over there and one over there, are destroying the crates. This one's now turned his attention to us. Though, yeah, on this difficulty, there's a good chance the robots will just murder me as well, really. So, let's just quickly go over to something more appropriate here. There we are, the machine pistol. Obviously, I want to put on the disrupt ammo, and I want Miranda to be putting in an overload. There we go, and I want to go invisible, so he turns his fire somewhere else. And I just quickly fire down his shield as quickly as possible, and he puts me out of cover. Hide down here. How is everyone? Is everyone dead yet? Not yet. Marvellous. I go invisible again. That's a really good way of distracting his attention. And now we can just cut through his shields very, very quickly. Hopefully that knocks me out of... Get back in cover. Ouch, that nearly kills you. Right, okay. Yes, even one of these lads is a little bit on the tricky side. Warp him. I will now go over to... Aha! My sniper rifle has bonus taking him on abilities. Lovely. He's coming over here now, and oh, bloody hell, a second one's decided to... Zaid, I really hope that wasn't you that just drew his attention over here, because that's not what I wanted at all. Right, invisible. That does so little to a shielded enemy. Right, okay, hang down over here. Right, go invisible. Now, double damage against armor. There you go, that does a bit better. We've got 2 of them pointing us. Is Miranda's down? That's not good. Ouch. And go invisible again. Okay, and... Okay, good. We've got him down. Lovely. Well, when I say we've got him down, I mean we've got him. Can concussive shot knock a robot to the ground? Time to find out. Yes. Yes, it can. That's marvellously good news. You're also going to be down. Let's go over to the missile launcher. Missile launcher, missile launcher, missile launcher. Go invisible, go invisible, go invisible. And... Okay, it works a little bit. Oh, going back into cover. Oh, are you actually dead? You've actually died. That's marvellously good news. Unfortunately, he's now coming for me. Where's the third one? The third one, there's only 8 crates left. Zaid's still on the ground. If I use Unity, that will buy me a little bit of time at least. Yes, Unity. Okay, and invisibility. Invisibility, invisibility. Yep, fine. And now. Go back over to... Actually, go back over to... Yes, not... Oh. Basic pistol. Right, attack. Now hit him with an overload. Yep. Can't hit him with overload. You're actually dead. Where's Zaid? Zaid is... Oh, bloody hell. Right, okay. Now I can hopefully hit him with something. Now there's 2 robots coming. 2 robots coming, and she's going to be... I'm out of shield. Right, run. Ow, run. Continue running. Invisible. Darn it. Right, need to think about this a bit more carefully. Okay, same team as before. Now let's get this set up properly. So, first layer of shielding we have to get through is shielding. So everyone use your rapid firing weapons. Lovely, that all works very nicely. Zaid, of course, gets a small bonus to his assault rifle because I actually gave him one. So, you two, take your positions here, a bit further back than last time. Activate my disruptor ammo, obviously, and start firing like crazy over onto that guy. Everyone target him and exclusively him. Hit him with an overload. Everything's lovely. I go invisible and also fire everything we've got. He's actually hitting a rock. That works for me, meaning his shields go down very nice and quickly. This may or may not stagger me. It's very, very inconsistent. Right. He's now over there. Next thing's next. Transfer over to sniper rifles. Of course, my sniper rifle is more powerful, and so is Zaid's. He gets the same benefit, which is nice. This may or may not stagger me. He's completely bloody inconsistent. Hit him with a warp. I'll go for a tactical cloak meanwhile. And there you go. Let that recharge him. That does the job. Next, knock him down to the ground before he fires again, please. There he goes. And that takes him out. Now, everyone is now down there. The next one starts kind of coming in automatically. Move this over to machine pistols and machine pistols. Yep, fine. He fires. It doesn't stagger. I go invisible and target him and exclusively him. That staggers me. Get back into cover, get back into cover, get back into cover. Nice. So that's half down. Ready for an overload. There we go. I'm ready for an invisibility, and shields will go down very, very quickly. That's a stagger for me, and just flipping survived that. Good. Next up, back to sniper rifles and pistols. Yeah, micromanaging your team. That's how this needs to be done, to be honest. Warp him. I will go invisible. Go for the headshot, which does more damage because robots do technically have heads. So focus exclusively on him. There you go. Next. He's about to be knocked to the ground. So, good. There you go. And now he's dead. One more left. Exclusively that guy over there. Obviously, target all fire on him. He's coming a bit of a difficult way, to be honest. So, he's going to struggle because he has to come around the long way. Target all fire on him. Hit him with the overload. Same thing again. Go into invisibility. Fire everything I've got. Reload. Prepare to go into invisibility. And fire everything I've... How did you shoot me? I was clearly not in... Darn you. Right. Zaid's actually in a terrible position right now because he can't actually help, which is kind of unfortunate. Go into invisible. I kind of need my... Oh, it stops his shield regenerating, which is kind of unfortunate. Shield, come back, shield, come back, shield, come back. Come on, shield. There you go. Miranda. Miranda, are you still even alive? Yeah, you're totally alive. Good. Right, everyone go over to your weapons that actually work nicely against this guy. I'm going to back off a little bit, actually. No. Back off. I'm going to let them handle this a little bit. Right, okay, and... Right, and then go into cover. Nice. I'm just going to let them handle it. Knock him to the ground. I know I've kind of sacrificed Miranda there. But that's fine. Beautiful. Done. Whew. That is not fun. Press B to end the mission. No, don't do that. So that just means the 8 crates that are still alive, you get those automatically, and that kind of translates to reward. I think there's a couple of boxes sitting around, so I'm just going to kind of go by just in case. You see, we've got like a security access over there anyway, so we can do something. Please tell me that's not a way to actually turn off the robots. If it is, I'm going to be really, really bloody sad. No, good, marvellous. It is indeed just a bit of lore saying that they did indeed decide to destroy everything after they fled to the site. Beautiful. If that was a way to turn off the mechs I never knew about, that would really, really annoy me. I mean, no one ever says explicitly what this is. I guess we can kind of assume that what it is like an illegal mining operation. So the moment like they were spotted, then they basically just abandoned it because they've just been shipping stuff off world. So like rather than get caught, it's safer just to abandon it the moment anything goes wrong. I guess that makes sense. Some nice heavy weapon ammo there, always welcome. And that there appears to be a lot. Yeah, just a bit of heavy weapon ammo and some element 0 in boxes dotted around, as well as a bit of lore. Let's end the mission. So off we go. That is this little tiny world completed. That's a tough fight for an early character. You might want to come back for that later when you've got some slightly better powers. So 8 crates saved. What does that actually translate into? Well, 1, it actually gives me 3,750 credits from Cerberus and a further 1,500 of my own. So 5,000 extra credits. Some element 0. Did I not tell you what that's actually... Oh, sorry, of course. The funding is equivalent to how many crates you find, of course. So, nice work on Daratar, says Cerberus Command. Lovely, they've said thank you. And a bunch of other emails have come in. Ooh, Talitha. Of course, this is something I did in Mass Effect 1 because of my background, which is a colonist. So Talitha was a girl who was in the same colony and she was abducted by slavers and went a bit mad for many, many years. I talked her down from killing herself back in Mass Effect 1 and she's just sent me a nice little thank you note. The doctors are helping me. I'm getting better. They put me in a special school and they say I'm doing good. Marvellous. And Shaira, the consort, who gives you a gift of words in Mass Effect 1, and if you say, is that it, also gives you a gift of sex, has also decided to email me to follow up with some more gifts of words. Indeed, her advice now is take whatever steps you must to ensure that those battling at your side fight with clear minds and glad hearts. Indeed, the first little hint that if you do not have the loyalty of your team, things can go very badly wrong in the end game. And Dr. Chloe Michelle, the moment she said, you and Garrus are alive, yeah, that's Dr. Chloe Michelle's little email, the doctor on the Citadel from Mass Effect 1. And aside from a thank you, she also asks after Garrus's location. Garrus, of course, is a little bit missing and no one knows where he is, not even a good old friend as Chloe Michelle. And another detected anomaly in Ploitari, another system in the Horsehead Nebula. Marvellous. What have we got over here? Here we are, a general distress call here on Zenethu. So Alliance sources request all ships keep watch for signs of a missing freighter, Estevanico, lost a year ago in this sector, and any data on its fate will be rewarded. And we have indeed found a surface scan of a large shipwreck, very similar to the missing ship. Marvellous. Life support is damaged but capable of sustaining a skeleton crew. It's possible there are survivors. Okay, another fun little thing here. This is, let me show you where this is. This is in Ploitari, and this is here, Zenethu. Lovely. Ah, this isn't the mission I was thinking it was. Okay, I was thinking of a different mission. Yes, this is a very cool little one-off mission just with little old Shepard on her own. You don't choose a team, and the shuttle just bloody leaves you here. And yes, this is the massive, great, skeletal husk of a ship.
It is likely that searching the wreckage would provide information about the Estevanico's final hours. Warning. Disturbing the wreck could cause it to become unbalanced and fall over the cliff's edge.
So, yes. Don't worry. As far as I'm aware, like, there's actually no way to kind of do something wrong to actually kind of upset this thing and make it fall off. Like, literally the only thing that happens is, like, a few odd tiles drop off, but they're tiles that are supposed to drop off. It's all just stuff that's, like, supposed to happen. It's all set up to happen. There's a lot of good stuff to be got up here, a lot of minerals and rewards, and it's very simple. And as far as I'm aware, yeah, I don't think there's any enemies in here whatsoever. You just kind of go along. There's a bit of creaking. It's really nicely set up. I do quite enjoy it. It's a lovely area just to kind of see, and also, like, especially, I mean, the downside of it is you sometimes miss that the ship is supposed to be rocking, because you only get that impression if you're actually looking outside here that the ship is moving, but, like, you don't kind of really get that impression inside the ship, which is a bit of a shame. Obviously, as you might reasonably expect, we're ultimately trying to make our way over to the flashy red thing, which is where there's some nice information about the fate of the ship. It's not just exploring, by the way. There is some fun stuff. For example, there is a loose tile up there. So give that a shot, and that creates a ramp. So, like, you know, you interact a little bit with the ship. It's not just a walking tour. But yeah, there's relatively little actual gameplay here. But it's still a cool little area that I do remember well. I mean, the area would arguably be a lot more tense if Shepard was capable of falling off things, but Shepard cannot fall off things, which kind of defeats the object of the area to me, but never mind. And as the screeching and the collapsing and the crashing gets worse and worse, and the ship sways on the cliff edge, you can, of course, finally make your way over there. Don't access the mainframe first, because that automatically ends the mission. Just check if there's anything up here first. Obviously, got to prioritize collecting minerals. Nope, nothing over there. In that case, we should be good to access the mainframe. And assuming there's nothing down here. Nope, get the hell out of here. So, grab the data, and let's go, shall we? Ah, yes, that bit up there was actually my landing platform for my escape. Beautiful. So, jumpy in, and off we go, and the ship finally falls off the cliff. Marvellous. Very short little mission, but it's fun. It's nice that if you go out into the wider galaxy, you find stuff to explore. It was a lovely thing. Arguably, as I say, I did prefer the way Mass Effect 1 did it. The exact same thing happened in Mass Effect 1, but in Mass Effect 1 you got to drive the Mako around, and it felt like a much bigger universe. But, you know, at least, like, when it's smaller areas like this, it means they can do slightly more impressive set pieces. Mass Effect 1's planets were all very interchangeable. They all looked and felt very similar. And, you know, the amount of stuff in them was very limited. Like, even if you found an indoor arena you could actually do something in, it was only ever going to be, really, the warehouse or the bunker. And if you found a ship in space, it was always the ship. The layout was always identical. Anyway, get some XP for doing that. Get a whole pile of money, which is nice. Get 2,000 iridium, and that's all very welcome. And straight after that mission, we get an email explaining something, which is from the Alliance Museum of Galactic Exploration back on Earth. You have our thanks for recovering the data from the Estano. The data shows the ship was attacked and overrun by Bloodpack mercenaries and Vorcha soldiers. According to the dated records, this was the first Alliance crew to encounter the Vorcha. How frightened they must have been. We are sending salvage crews now to record whatever we can for the museum. Thank you again for your dedication. Marvellous. But anyway, with the Hourglass Nebula now 100% explored, very, very welcome indeed, and with a ton of minerals under my belt for doing that, because I did a lot of planet scanning off screen during this section as well. Let's just quickly top up our fuel and our probes. Very, very cheap to do this. And then let's head over to the prison ship Purgatory and collect the Convict, my next main mission. So, owned by Blue Sun mercenaries. Not sure I necessarily trust those guys. It was once an ARC ship used to hold agricultural animals. Now it's used to hold prisoners, whether taken in battle or sold by unscrupulous politicians under the name of subcontracting and outsourcing. Rumours abound that the Blue Suns turned skilled or fit prisoners over to Batarian slavers, but few have ever seen the transaction and lived to tell about it. Population just over 4,000. Independent journalists estimate it is nearly 3 times that in periods of overcrowding. So as you'd reasonably expect, we will be taking on Blue Sun mercenaries. Miranda works very nicely against them. She makes me more powerful, and she has overload and access to a rapid fire weapon. Though admittedly, literally everyone does, so that's not much of a thing to say. But Zaid, let's bring Zaid along. Sure, Zaid can come as well, because Zaid has an assault rifle that's pretty powerful. Lovely. So in goes the Normandy to the massive ship, the Purgatory. Officially, of course, we are here to buy Jack. We simply hand over the money and purchase Jack. That's how this operates.
Welcome to the Purgatory, Shepard. Your package is being prepped and you can claim it shortly. As this is a high security vessel, you'll need to relinquish your weapons before we proceed.
I love how there's not even a yes option. Back on Noveria, Shepard could actually say yes, when you were asked to relinquish your weapons in Mass Effect 1. In Mass Effect 2, not even an option.
I can't do that.
Everyone stand down. Commander, I'm Warden Kirill, and this is my ship. Your weapons will be returned on the way out. You must realize this is just a standard procedure.
And I'm keeping the weapons.
It's my standard procedure to keep my gun.
Let them proceed. Our facility is more than secure enough to handle 3 armed guests. We're bringing Jack out of cryo. As soon as the funds clear, you can be on your way. If you'll follow me to out processing for the pickup, Commander.
Let's go.
Cell Block 2. As you can see, we keep tight control over the population. Each prisoner's cell is a self-contained modular unit. I've blown a few out the airlocks as an example. The ship is made up of 30 cell blocks identical to this one. We house thousands of criminals. We can put the whole place in lockdown on a moment's notice. Nothing goes wrong here.
And we can learn a little bit more about how this place operates, because officially it's just a prison, but this seems very expensive for a prison.
Maintaining a population this size in space can't be cheap.
We can cut corners that governments can't, and each prisoner brings in a fee from his homeworld. These individuals are violent, and their home planets pay well to keep them here.
And if they don't pay?
What happens if the homeworld doesn't want to pay?
We explain that we can't maintain the prisoner without their help, so we'll be forced to release him back onto his homeworld at an unspecified place and time.
So it's an extortion racket.
You don't have to agree with my methods, but don't question my motives. These are despicable people, and I'm keeping them locked up.
So indeed, yes, this is not so much a prison as an extortion racket. Good summary there, Miranda. I quite like what happens if you ask after the warden, by the way, especially if you've got Zaid with you.
How'd you end up running this ship?
I was in law enforcement on Palaven, and got sick of seeing criminals escape out into the galaxy to carry on with their crimes. Bounty hunters aren't dependable.
You're not hiring the right ones.
Eventually...
Oh, bless you, Zaid. So indeed, we just wandered around the corner to out processing, and obviously, you know, Cerberus will pay the prison, and Jack will be released, and everything will be absolutely 100% fine, and nothing will go wrong.
No one walks away from torture unchanged. Not the subject, not the torturer himself. Never found torture worth the price myself.
So here we see a guard beating the hell out of a suspect. And this is another reason I actually came here right now. I don't necessarily want Jack urgently, though this is probably the easiest mission to do next. And you kind of want to get the easy ones out the way first. So you can just kind of grind up a few levels to get some skill points to invest in your character. However, this is also an excellent place to get a whole bunch of karma points, Paragon points for me. And that is very, very useful very, very soon.
Is there something I can do for you?
There's no excuse for beating a prisoner who can't fight back.
This is a massage compared to what his victims went through.
This degrades you as much as him.
We have orders.
You're not important enough to make your own decisions.
I admit, I sometimes get tired of this. Does this really get us anything useful?
Stop this. For your own sake.
Yeah, you're right. Call it off. At least for now.
There we are, Paragon +7 for sparing a prisoner a beating. And then straight over to prisoner 780.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah, what do you want to ask?
If you're buying prisoners, can you buy me? Man, I don't care where you take me or what you do to me. It's gotta be better than this.
We're here for Jack.
Jack? Forget what I just said. I don't want to go nowhere with you.
How very interesting. And why exactly are you so scared of Jack?
Tell me more about Jack.
The worst trouble you ever saw. Mixed with some crazy and way too much biotic power. That's all I'm saying.
Sounds like my sort of person. Marvellous. Prisoner 403 next door, however.
I hear the screaming in my head. It's nice, yeah.
He doesn't seem 100% all there.
Out processing's through the door on the far side of the room.
Alright, fair enough. This seems like a nice, easy sort of thing. Let's pick up Jack and be on our way. This is by far the easiest mission in the game. You literally just need to walk to this room, and then...
My apologies, Shepard. You're more valuable as a prisoner than a customer. Drop your weapons and proceed into this open cell. You will not be harmed.
Oh, come on, let's negotiate.
Maybe I can change your mind.
Activate systems.
Maybe not in that case. Luckily, these here desks are actually, hang on, everyone into cover, don't go forward, and indeed, as we were saying, everyone is basically a Blue Suns trooper, which means they're all going to be the same. They're going to have 1 bar of health and 1 bar of shields, so obviously we know how to deal with that. Everyone over to your machine guns or assault rifles. Thank you. This should all work pretty easily. I'll go over to here and just take out all of their shields nice and fast. Good. Centurions are a bit tougher than the others, but honestly not really that tough. They'll kind of be the ones who decide they want to charge forward a bit. So just head over to there and just make sure his shields go down. As soon as the shields go down, your life's a lot easier, because then you can use the concussive shot, just knock them to the ground if they get a bit too close. So again, he's getting a bit close at this point, so just hit him with whatever. Warp will do the job very nicely. Watch the ones that are trying to get close to you. This is, as I say, not the most difficult mission in the world, to be honest. Focus fire on this chap if you'd be so kind. And now just hit him with a concussive blast and knock him to the ground. Perfect. Should be only a couple left. To my mind, these guys are not so bad, because shields, basic shields, are like some of the easiest stuff to cut through, and that's just purely because the machine gun pistol, little basic pistol, that can cut through these guys very, very easily and quickly. There we go. Gotta be a bit more careful of these lads, mind you, especially as I don't have that much in the way of... You don't have anything else right now, do you? Yeah, concussive shot for him, please. There you go. Take him down. Is he... Oh, he's dead, but he's exploded. Watch out for exploding robots, mind. If the fire gets intense, simply just kind of go invisible for a second and just kind of get some fire in that way. All works absolutely fine. You can be knocked to the ground, and that should probably kill you. And then, are you still alive? I think you might just be... Yep, you're just still alive, but that's fine. You won't be much longer. Another Fenris mech comes in. Let's just tell the team to prioritize him for a second. Right, after a couple of minutes, you should be pretty clear to go through. This area is slow, but relatively easy, because the only things that charge you are a couple of Fenris mechs. So if you just stay in cover, you should be 100% fine. You guys following me now? Yep, you're following me. Everything's okay. Beautiful. Fenris mechs will typically have like a couple of bits of... Ouch, yeah. Fenris mechs will just typically have like a single layer of armor on them. Not too difficult to take care of, really. Incinerate and just some damage will take care of them. There we go. Keep your distance. The blast radius on them is very, very small as well. They're not to be worried about. Keep your sniper rifle to hand. Bear in mind, of course, that combined with disruptor ammo works very, very nicely against these guys. Yep, headshots especially work very, very well. And then basically with any of your powers, you should be able to take these lads out very, very quickly indeed. Are you ready for another... Come on, lads. You must be ready for another something. Concussive shot? Warp will do. That's fine. Switch back over to the sniper rifle when you're picking up ammo. You really want to be keeping that thing as topped up as possible, because right now it's the only sniper rifle I've got. And that should be the first wave. Now we are up here. I think there's like one scientist in here who is not going to be able to do very much to me, to be honest. Just hit him with basically literally everything. There you go. I'm sorry, my good man, but you did pull a gun on me. And that there is the cryo tank that they keep Jack in. Let's let her out, shall we?
If we hack that control, every door on the cell block opens.
It's the only way.
I'm doing it. Be ready.
So we're not just releasing Jack, we're also starting a massive prison riot. And be now prepared for basically the most deceptive lying cutscene in the entire game. Because what happens now is Jack has just been released from cryo. And right in front of her, there are 2 of those massive robots that we actually fought earlier. What are they called? I don't know what they're pronounced. Like, it's the YMIRs. I'm not sure if they're supposed to be pronounced the Imirs or Ymirs or whatever. The big robot. I'm just going to call them the big robots. So here she is against 2 of those... Oh, sorry, 3 of those massive robots earlier. And she goes full-on biotic and basically punches one of them and it explodes. Now, the moment she joins your team... Don't expect her to be doing that anymore, because she won't, alright? She's actually terrible against these guys. She can't do anything to pierce their shields. She struggles to get through their armor. She's kind of useful at juggling and crowd controlling once that's down, but, like, the real Jack, no. She can't do anything even remotely like this. This is massively overpromising. Obviously, on the plus side, scan the corpse. And we have got ourselves a damage protection research project. Very, very useful. We'll look at that later. Always make sure that you're on the lookout for them. Those things are very, very important to make sure you get every research project going. Power cells for heavy weapon. And a dead prison guard. Yep, sure. We'll totally get 1,500 credits off your corpse. So, in we go to the first area that's kind of gone to hell, because we're kind of blowing up the ship a little bit, kind of by accident. I think the implication is supposed to be like that that was Jack that kind of did that, Jack came through here and trashed this place. Again, the real Jack is nowhere even close to this powerful, but never mind. There's also, this is actually a nice area because there's multiple ways to go through it typically. So, all we want to do is, yes, you guys just wait here, and I'll go here. Just everyone take cover right here, please. Those guys will they'll actually help out with the robots, because these guys you'll notice these guys are actually prisoners. So you really want to be helping out with the robot, because the robot wants to go down first, obviously. Now let's see, is he going to stagger me? No, he's not going to stagger me on this occasion. That's fine. So everyone exclusively target that robot. That robot's really going to struggle to get up to us, by the way. This is one of the kind of the less threatening robots in the game. Hide here. Make sure that we've got the disruptor ammo. Have I even got the disruptor ammo? No, I haven't. Install the disruptor ammo. Install the ammo. Install the ammo. You just got yourself killed, didn't you? Well, bloody done. Right. Go into hidden mode. Nail that headshot. That works quite nicely. Another headshot. This all works very well. I don't even know how he's actually planning to get up to me. I'm not sure he even can, to be honest. So just focus on him. One more warp will get that down. And now he's down to nothing. And once he's got nothing, like, he really has actually very little health. You'll see it, like, how quickly it goes down. The base health is the thing you really need to be not worrying about. Miranda, just finish him off. There you go. He'll explode. And that should be just about everyone. Yep, you know it's everyone because Zaid's back on his feet. Unfortunately, your team really can't be trusted, even when you've told them to go into cover and put them in cover. They really can't be trusted to put their heads down when they're being shot. Sometimes they will just stay up and get themselves killed on the high difficulties, which is kind of irritating, but never mind. So, go through here, top up the sniper ammo, and then just poke around for signs of anything else we can use. And then, aha, a new shotgun. Hello. Oh, no, that's a shotgun damage. Okay, fine. Shotgun for me is pretty useless because I'll never be using one, and honestly, my favourite team members are not really shotgun users either. Ooh, PDA over here, though. I'll gladly hack this nice and quick. There we are. A quick, easy 4,500 credits. Very welcome. Don't be shy about using your heavy weapons, by the way. The game just kind of throws heavy weapon ammo at you, especially during plot missions. So if you need to, I can just go over to the missile launcher, and that'll give me a little bit of extra power here. You guys go over there if you'd be so kind. And then just one for you. And that will get you out of the way. I don't like people being that close to me. But other than that, have we actually got the... Yep, let's put the disruptor ammo on just to make sure. Ooh, I see an explosive container over there. Can someone, no, explode that with overload in a second. Miranda, you ready? Yep. That didn't work very well, did it? Never mind, that will do a good job. He's dead. Just take them lads out. He's down to no shielding, so concussive shot works nicely against him. Concussive shot really doesn't do much damage, by the way. It's more about just kind of distracting them and keeping them out of the way. Now, I'm guessing we're going to have more trouble up ahead yet. Just keep an eye on that with the sniper rifle. I don't trust this for one bloody minute. Right, yeah. Guys, take up your positions here and here. We'll start here. We'll see what's coming up. Yep, as I was indeed suspecting. More lads coming in. Throw an overload. Go into invisible. Take a headshot wherever you've got one. Just start taking out the shields. The moment the shields are down, they're much less dangerous. So prioritize the ones with the shields first. There we go. Going for them headshots. Everything works very nicely. Knock him out of cover. He goes down on the ground. Finish him off. Everyone's happy. And the weaker basic troopers we can just nail in one shot, which is very, very welcome. Oh, there's one guy over there. Where the heck did you come from? Knock him to the ground, please. There we go. What were you doing over there? I don't know how the hell you managed to flank us that effectively, but well bloody done. Grab a couple of thermal clips and just trigger the next wave to come in. Obviously, just because we've triggered the next wave, we don't necessarily actually want to be taking them on. Overload for you. Keep an eye on that, lad. One of you come up to here. We got one mech over there. Right, we're going to be wanting to fall back, actually. No. Fall back to here and to here. I'm going way back over here because we've got a mech slowly coming in, and that needs to be our priority, focusing on the mech. Speaking of focusing on the mech, it's right over there. Alright, fine. I wasn't expecting the mech to get to us that damn quickly. Right, everything, submachine guns, all of the shots, and then he's not firing at me, which is very unusual. Now, where are all of you? Yeah, everyone fire on you. Go invisible. And then focus all fire on him. There we go. We got one who's managed to make it over there, which is a bit on the annoying side. Just knock him down, get him out of the way for a second. Everyone go over to your weapons that are effective against mechs. Alright, and go over to him. There we go. And again, please. Okay, sniper rifle tears these lads apart very, very quickly. Just keep that guy in the ground for a second. Just keep him busy. I think Zaid might be dead, but that's fine at this point if we just go into invisibility mode. There we go. His head's exploded, and that means he's going to do a great big explosion. It's actually going to kill that guy for me. I'm just going to back off, actually. Yep, that'll do. If you destroy their heads, they die in a big nuclear explosion, which is really, really cool. Not everyone is dead in this room yet because Zaid's not back up on his feet, but at this point, it's just basic troopers. Should be pretty simple. There we go. There's our last missing chappie. There we go. You see their Zaid sniper rifle has a lot of power to it. Zaid sniper rifle can really hit bloody hard. And if I'm remembering correctly, that might just be the last of the big robots we need to actually take out in this section. There's a much more fun and interesting little final boss section later on, which is very, very welcome. Yeah, sometimes, again, a problem with Mass Effect 2. One, as I've mentioned previously, occasionally it likes just setting up a room full of chest-high walls and making you hold out against waves of enemies, which sometimes is less interesting than other times. Like, I think it's okay in back on Omega with Mordin Solus, actually. The reason I think it's okay is because it's kind of fun to deal with the regenerating Vulture and having to deal with that. Here it is literally just guys with 2 layers of shielding, so there's really not much interesting going on here. Once again, a free top-up of... that was actually a heavy weapon top-up. The only reason why I didn't actually get heavy weapon was because I'm actually already at full heavy weapon ammo, so that's nice. Now, new save to do. 3,000 caps, very nice and easy. And here we are. Yes, we've got the little cutscene for the final section. That, of course, is the Warden. He's got himself a sniper rifle, and he's just murdering everyone who comes anywhere near him.
You're valuable, Shepard. I could have sold you and lived like a king. But you're too much trouble. At least I can recapture Jack.
Not happening. You're a 2-bit slave trader, and I don't have time for it.
I do the hard things civil governments are unwilling to. This is for the good of the galaxy.
And now what we want to be doing is, yes, getting ourselves into cover as quickly as possible. Make sure no one runs too far ahead. You're going to be immediately under fire from potentially a couple of different angles here. So just in case. There we are. Take out all the armor. That's the good place to start off with. Head over here, make sure we've got these guys down, because you can be in trouble pretty quickly here. Luckily, my sniper rifle is powerful enough to nail them. And I think we're okay for now. Yeah, more like here and here. Miranda, you're not quite in the cover. There we are. Now you're in a bit of cover. So what's basically going on over there is the Warden is hiding behind an impenetrable barrier. As you can probably guess, it is indeed being shielded by a couple of different bits and pieces. All of the little wibbly things that are feeding into it are indeed causing that to stay up. So all we need to do is take them down. Not too difficult, all things considered. So obviously you just put a couple of bullets into there, and number 1 goes down. Now the trick is, of course, the room is laid out so you can't just straight up snipe it. You've got to get a little bit closer to actually get a line. You can't just shoot anyway. You've got to kind of shoot at a little bit of a low angle. So I'm going to head over here and see what I can do about this one if I take cover over here. So obviously there's nothing... I don't actually have to advance this way. I could just say, screw it. There you go. That one's actually taken care of at this point. So I don't actually need to take out these guys. You can see that there's a Blue Suns commander with multiple layers of shielding. If my guys stay in cover, however, this should be manageable, actually. Okay, I've got a plan. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Zaid back from the dead. Alright, and then you guys just stay in cover, stay in cover, stay in cover, stay in cover. Stay in cover. Now I'm just going to loop around the side. I'm going to go around the side. Screw them. Screw them all. Let's see if I can get to the third and final one. Going round this way. Oh, this was not a good idea. Oh, this isn't working at all. Right, well, I might be able to get a... I've probably saved... Oh, Zaid's... How is Zaid keeping dying? What a loser. Right, tactical cloak. This plan is a terrible plan, and we're not going to do it anymore. We're going to back way off over here. How much is actually left at this point? One Centurion, couple of Centurions, maybe 5. Okay. I'm going to go around this way this time. I just want to get a shot at that shield generator. If I can just get a shot at the... That's definitely not the way, mind. That is definitely not the right location. Oh, bloody hell. Right. If I could just actually go over to the... I don't have any sniper rounds. If I could just get a shot at the... Go, go, go. There we go. That there is the shield down. Should have just done that in the bloody first place. Go over to sniper rifle. Get down here. Get into cover. Lovely. And now we've got a lovely chappy up there to take care of. Go invisible. And there's the warden. You didn't reload, you utter idiot. There you go. Let's just get him down. Now we just need to take out the warden. We got a blue... Oh, bloody hell. We got a blue Sen commander who's advanced all the way over there. Right. Invisibility. Wait for him to pop up. Pop up, you bastard. You utter git. There we go. You've done some damage to him at least. Right. I'm going to go over this side. See if I can just sneak a little bit closer to him. And maybe find a couple of thermal clips, hopefully. If anyone comes in the side, I'm utterly screwed. I can use tactical cloak to distract them pretty effectively. Oh no, they're coming straight at me, they're coming straight at me, they're coming straight at me! And into cover, bloody hell. Right, well I've drawn them over to that side, at least for now. Which I think has drawn the commander away from here, which is good. Which means I can come over here and just slowly move my way up in this direction. Are you even in range? You are, but you've got a hell of a lot of everything, in fact. Right, I've got a plan, which is this here missile launcher. This here missile launcher I've got, alright? How about we just fire some flipping missiles at you? God damn it, the flipping bastards are actually really effectively accidentally tanking for this guy. Okay, no, go for him. Go for him. No! The flipping missiles are curling around the corner. Which is oh. That's one! Nice! Right, what if I just kind of fire up here? If I fire in this direction, that might go for him. No. That one might. Nice. Curled around the corner. Another one. Looping around. This is what I actually like about the missile launcher, which is quite fun. Which is, even if someone's in cover, if you line the angle right, you can just make the shot just kind of power straight round him. There we go. Another couple of people dead. That goes for him. Done. Out of flipping missiles. Well, we can just wear him down with warp. That will work. In fact, I'm not sure he's got a health bar. Is there a health bar under there? I'm not even sure there flipping is. I think potentially another warp might just finish you off thanks to Miranda and her magic time-traveling warp that can just hit anyone anywhere as long as she's alive in the room. Yep, let's see if that works. Oh, no, he does have a health bar. Never mind. Well, in that case, last bit of Medigel does get recharged at the end of each mission, if I recall correctly. So, therefore, would you mind knocking that bastard down? That'll kind of buy me some time to take out this bastard at least. Right, one warp, one concussive shot. And that should get me a line at him, hopefully, if he's got the range. Not sure this gun's got the range. Now, hopefully, Zaid might actually do the job. You see, Zaid's actually got enough flipping damage on him to actually do a decent job. He'll probably actually, yeah, just let Zaid get the kill. Zaid, all yours. There you go. And there's the mission complete. Thank you, Zaid. Jan continues to do multiple acts of badassery that she has absolutely no chance of doing in the real game. Sees a Cerberus logo on a ship. And is not very happy about it.
What the hell do you want?
And I'm here to rescue you.
You're in a bad situation, and I'm gonna get you out of here.
Shit, you sound like a pussy. I'm not going anywhere with you. You're Cerberus.
And I am totally not your enemy.
I'm here to ask for your help.
You show up in a Cerberus frigate to take me away somewhere? You think I'm stupid?
The ship is going down in flames. We can get you to safety, and we're asking for your help.
We could just knock her out and take her.
I'd like to see you try.
We're not going to attack her.
Good move. Look, you want me to come with you? Make it worth my while.
Join my team and I'll do what I can for you.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I bet your ship's got lots of Cerberus databases. I want to look at those files, see what Cerberus has got on me. You want me on your team? Let me go through those databases.
Yep, done. Happy to give her access.
I'll give you full access.
Shepard, you're not authorized to do that.
Oh, it upsets the cheerleader. Even better. You better be straight up with me. So why the hell are we standing here?
Move out.
And there we are, 1000 XP, and that means we've got up to the next level and got a couple of squad points. Lovely. Got Jack on the team, got some new upgrades, very nice, for damage protection and synchronized pulsar for the shotguns. Bunch of credits. In fact, yeah, we found 15,000 and got another 15,000, so 30,000 credits earned, and a bit of EZO as well.
Welcome to the Normandy, Jack. I'm Miranda, Shepard's second in command. On this ship, we follow orders.
Tell the Cerberus cheerleader to back off, Shepard. I'm here because of our deal.
And indeed, give her access to the files now.
Miranda will let you into the system. Let me know what you find.
Hear that, Precious? We're going to be friends. You, me, and every embarrassing little secret. I'll be reading down in the hold, or somewhere near the bottom. I don't like a lot of through traffic. Keep your people off me. Better that way.
And there we are, even more Paragon points. Yeah, you get a lot of Paragon for doing that mission in a way where, you know, kind of you save the prisoner and you're nice to Jack. It's a very easy way to get a lot of Paragon if you want to pile on the Paragon. And we're going to be needing that very, very soon. Now, to the research terminal. Obviously, as we've got 93,000 platinum, I think we can afford to spend 2,500. So if we're ever out with someone who is using a shotgun, they get a bit more damage out of it. Lovely. Damage protection is obviously a very, very important one. Plus 10% to shields, barriers, and armor. Anything that increases your staying power in this game, go for it. Because, yeah, seriously, flimsiness and insanity. I want to be getting those upgrades as soon as possible. And there is improved shielding. Marvellous. So, both of them straight unlocked. Let's go just quickly say hello to Jack. Although first, any messages?
No messages for you, Commander.
No messages. That is indeed a shame. Kelly, what do you have to say about Jack? Because you actually have something to say about every single person we recruit the moment we recruit them.
Jack's tattoos are beautiful. As colorful as her past, I'm sure. I have concerns with her temper, though.
You have worries about Jack?
I know she'll be solid under fire, but her attitude suggests deep personal issues. She pushes people away, yet approaches sex casually. I don't think she understands her own motivations. Just be careful when talking about personal matters.
I'll do my best not to piss her off.
Please warn me if you fail. I want a chance to hide.
To be honest, Kelly never really provides anything particularly insightful. She just makes a comment about their personality, which anyone who's met the character could have kind of put together. Yeah, I've never been fond of Kelly. I don't really get her. Anyway, Jack lives down in engineering, down these stairs. This room that otherwise doesn't really do much, to be honest. So down here, hello Jack, and she just lives down here. She doesn't like company, to be honest, so here she is. Hello, Jack. And of course, we can ask her after upgrades, same as anyone else.
I've picked up a lot of resources. Can you use them to help against the collectors?
I ran across the schematics for making L5X implants. Still got them in my head. You want to know what I need? Not usually my thing, but I've learned how to get things done on my own.
So there we go, brand new prototype. And you can just go straight into these now, by the way. You don't have to run back upstairs, which is very welcome. So yeah, if you want to spend 3,000 element 0, you can indeed give Jack plus 20% biotic damage, which is the only thing that really gives Jack an edge, because to be honest, she's my least favourite biotic in the game. Well, she's probably better than Jacob as a biotic, but I do prefer Samara, I do prefer Thane. I can't think of many scenarios where I'll actually be taking Jack out with me. But, you know what, just in case we ever do, sure, it's 3,000, I've got 22,000, let's research that. Marvellous.
What do you think of Miranda and Jacob?
Jacob doesn't know who he is, but that's not my problem. Miranda's a Cerberus bitch. Knew that before she opened her mouth.
Jack is pleasingly blunt and to the point, I do quite like that at least.
Tell me about you, Jack.
I'm still finding out about me. Thanks for letting me look at these files.
If they're helping you, that's good enough for me.
Don't be my buddy. You need me to kill for you, I need you for these files. Let's leave it there. Your friends at Cerberus are into some nasty things. I'm gonna find something I can use. I just know it.
What if the answers aren't what you expect?
I'm not looking for answers. I'm looking for names, dates, places.
What happens when you find what you're looking for?
I go hunting. Anyone who's screwed with me pays. Their associates pay. Their friends pay. The galaxy's gonna be a lot emptier when I'm done.
Seems fair enough, to be honest.
What's your history with Cerberus?
They raised me in a research facility. I escaped when I was a kid. Been on the run ever since. And they've been chasing me ever since. But soon, I'm gonna chase them.
You don't have to live in this pit, you know.
It's dark, quiet, and hard to find. That spells safety to me. You know, this ship is a powerhouse. You could go pirate. Live like a queen. I could help.
We have to stop the collectors. I don't have time for piracy.
When this is done, we'll either be dead or out here in space with this ship. Think about it. Lots of creds. Freedom to go wherever you want. And all the mayhem and fighting I could want.
What is it about killing that fascinates you so much?
I figure every time someone dies and it's not me, my chances of survival go up.
You gotta like Jack. I do quite like her. She's a fun character. And another +6 Paragon for that conversation there. So yes, my Paragon is starting to look very, very good indeed. And let's very quickly take a look at Jack. I've just nipped back to Omega so we can look at upgrading her. So Jack starts off with Shockwave, which honestly I've never been desperately fond of. String of concussive mass effect fields in a narrow path in front of you, violently knocking targets aside. Problem is, like in general in a fight, you'll be in a line behind cover and the enemy will be behind various bits of cover as well. So generally battle lines will come to form you in a horizontal line and them in a horizontal line, which doesn't suit Shockwave where it's a narrow kind of blast forward. So generally like you won't be able to hit more than 1 or 2 people with it. Plus the usual problem that Bartix doesn't do much unless you've got rid of all the shielding in the way, and just about everyone on Insanity mode has shielding, so it's just not really that useful. She has pull as well, which is very, very nice. So obviously, you know, worth having pull. May as well get that straight up to level 2. Her special ability, Subject 0, basically means she has a little bit more health, a little bit more weapon damage, but most importantly is the power recharge time, because you really be wanting her to use pull constantly, which is very, very welcome. When she's loyal, which won't be for a fairly long time, to be honest, she gets herself warp ammo, which basically just means her ammo does a lot more damage against biotic shields, which, as we've seen, don't really show up very much. Like, we haven't seen them much in the game so far, and to be honest, aside from a couple of missions where they show up a lot, they're just not in the game that much. The only reason to really want it would be to get it up to squad warp ammo, so you yourself can use it, because yeah, there are situations it can be a little bit useful, but for the most part, it's not great. So instead, I'm just going to give her 2 ranks of Subject 0, and that will do Jack for the moment. I also have 2 points of my own. I don't want Incinerate 2, to be honest. I'm just not really interested in Incinerate becoming a little bit more powerful. It doesn't really do much. It's not much benefit. I will take 1 rank of Cryo Ammo. I don't think it's particularly useful, but there are a very small number of situations where it can be useful, so I'm just going to take the first rank and then never again. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, with Jack recruited and the Horsehead Nebula 100% explored, I think that's enough for now. Next time, all of those flipping Paragon points I've been saving up, I've actually got something I need to use all of them for, so we're heading somewhere where Paragon points are very, very important, and I hope it's enough, because the morality and Paragon system in Mass Effect 2 is actually a little bit weird and confusing and generally quite poorly understood. I'll try and explain it as best I can next time, ladies and gentlemen, as well as why it is so important we do the next mission I'm planning right now. So, that's coming up next week, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Mass Effect 2. Oh, it's so nice to be back. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Here, have a hat. Oh, you don't have a head. I'm sorry, that was really insensitive of me. Oh, I don't want to interface with whatever this is, but alright. Oh god, he's running Windows 8. No bloody wonder it's all gone tits up. Fire extinguisher, if it's a choice between you and me, I'm afraid I'm sacrificing you, just FYI.